Today's story takes place in Duncannon, Pennsylvania, where an 11-year-old boy went into a video game rage, causing him to shoot and kill his very own father. Welcome to Grim World. I'm your host, Devin Roberts. Today we dive into a chilling story you're not going to believe. A story so alarming that you may never look at another video game console ever again.
An 11-year-old boy faces homicide charges after he allegedly shot and killed his father.
No! New information in the case of an 11-year-old Perry County boy.
Her entire world changed.
The Dietz family, Jill, Doug, and Clayton.
The boy was able to get inside the safe where he also found the unloaded firearm.
The story takes place in Duncannon, Pennsylvania, where we find an 11-year-old boy, now known to be Clayton Dietz, identified as the killer of his own father in Perry County. This is all according to Pennsylvania State Police. The court documents have revealed new details about what the heck happened on the morning of Tuesday, January 13th in Duncannon Borough.
That's right, a man was killed in his home right here on South Market Street.
Police state it's quite clear the father was shot to death. On South Market Street around 3:20 a.m., an officer responded to the home pertaining to an unresponsive male. There, the officer found Douglas Dietz, who is 42, pronounced dead, shot right in the head according to police documents. The affidavit states this all took place in Douglas's bedroom, which he shares with his wife. Now, this particular bedroom is connected to their son's bedroom via the closet, so I guess you could enter and re-enter. The court documents read, "I killed Daddy." After the police completed their investigation, they then identified Clayton Dietz, the 11-year-old son, as the official suspect.
Clayton was charged with criminal homicide on his 11th birthday, just hours after celebrating with his parents at midnight.
According to WGAL.com, Douglas's wife told police she was asleep when a loud noise woke her up, and she smelled something similar to fireworks. She said she tried to nudge Douglas, but he didn't move. She then heard what she thought was water dripping, but when she turned on the light, she realized it was blood. According to the documents, police say Clayton then entered the bedroom and shouted, "Daddy's dead." Troopers at the scene also said they heard Clayton tell his mother, "I killed Daddy."
And the boy's mother posted on Facebook wishing her 11-year-old son happy birthday.
Upon further research, we learned that Clayton was adopted in 2018 by Douglas and his wife. And talk about bad timing, this all took place on Clayton's birthday, which is so tragic. As we mentioned, this took place at around 3 a.m. We know that the couple went to bed just past midnight, right after they wrapped up the birthday song, gave him some presents, and wished Clayton good night. Clayton said that he had a good day with his parents. Police say that is when his dad told him he needed to go to bed. He got very mad at him.
Clayton's mom says he was upset when he was told to go to bed and had his Nintendo Switch taken away.
Whether you have kids or not, I think we have all seen teens throw tantrums when it comes to being able to play their video games. And I gotta say, each time I feel like smashing that Switch console or Xbox right across the room. What about you? So police ask Clayton what happened, and this kid casually says, "I shot somebody." The affidavit documents state he admitted that he had someone in mind whom he was going to shoot, whom he identified as his father. Now let's pause for a second. So how in the world does this 11-year-old go from shooting dudes on a video game to shooting his real father? I mean, how the heck did he get a hold of a gun in the first place? Was autism a factor? This is so aggravating, but it was his birthday, right? The police reported that the gun was indeed locked in a safe. The wife expressed to the police that there was in fact a gun in a safe, which was in the bedroom. I mean, that seems fine. A lot of people have guns for protection. But here comes the crack in the story. the wife denied knowing where the gun safe key was kept. 11-year-old Clayton admits that he found the key for the gun safe in his father's drawer. He says that he originally was just looking for his Nintendo Switch, which I see his dad confiscated that night. Clayton went on to open the gun safe with the newly found key. Now, he also admits to loading bullets into the gun, as well as walked on over to his dad's side of the bed. The affidavit states he pulled back the hammer, fired the gun at his father. Police asked Clayton what he thought exactly would happen after he loaded up the gun and snapped the trigger on his pops. All Clayton could say was he was mad and he had not thought about that.
Answer, not on tape. GX corner, offer a drop-down window, address bar drop.
With these facts learned regarding this horrific video game rage murder, police officially charged Clayton with homicide. State police say Clayton was taken into custody and then they proceeded to charge him with criminal homicide. Thereafter, he was denied bail and is currently being locked down at the Perry County Prison. This boy, kid, young teen, Clayton, has a hearing coming up on January 22nd. So, how in the world do you process such a tragic, traumatizing event? I mean, it had me and others wondering. The surrounding neighbors are in total shock. WGAL.com reports on the neighbors. They state they're very kind. I mean, I didn't talk to them much. They, kept to themselves over there and just seemed pretty nice. I didn't expect this, said Jesse Weldon, lifelong Duncannon neighbor. It's basically a typical close-knit community that you yourself might live. Over time, you grow to believe something like this will never happen in your hood. Weldon was also asked if he ever seen anything like this before. Not really, not this close. I mean, you hear about it, not like right next door to people,
I knew him personally. Like I said yesterday, the child used to come over and ask me if he could help me and stuff like that.
I remember the 90s when stuff was just transitioning, technology, and from now back to then, so much has changed.
And on today's episode, we're going to learn how to write internet comments. Let's take a look at an example, shall we?
I can tell you what has changed in my eyes. You see, when I was growing up, we participated in different activities outside a lot more. I mean, I could be wrong. Sure, we had video games, but what I see today is kids stuck to their damn computer screen and even punking their parents. They're playing violent video games, close to 22 hours a day in some cases. In effect, it eventually becomes all they know. So you can always look out for troubling signs in your kids for starters. But before you do that, remember, I'm not really an expert. You see, upon research, I learned that according to the ESA.com, blaming video games for violence in the real world is no more productive than blaming the news media for bringing violent crime into our homes night after night. Numerous authorities have examined the scientific record and found that it does not establish any causal link between media content and real-life violence.
Wait, how? No! What? Come on, man!
This may suggest that Clayton was mentally ill or autistic before the Nintendo Switch rage occurred. This tragic homicide does seem spontaneous nonetheless. A statement was released from Susquehanna School District last week, which expressed sympathy to the community following this devastating murder. We recognize that in a close-knit community such as ours, events like this can affect our students. Our school counselors and psychologists are available to provide support to any students in need.
Log off and go outside. Well, as I always say, who needs the outside world when you're inside the wide world of web?
This story continues to develop. Thank you for tuning in and listening to Grimworld. Subscribe to stay in the loop to the most alarming true stories on YouTube and Spotify. I'm out.